Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony 6 Morning Show. I'm Tony T. With you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Come at live free picks for today's card. And today's show will have a couple for you here from college football. 15-game card from Major League Baseball down to just 2 more weekends left of the regular season. And, of course, we do have an action here. We do have a single here from the WNBA, another elimination game. A lot of drama in this WNBA. Thoughts to happen to check it out. Some pretty good viewing there. I got to give it to them. These games have been pretty exciting, and there's drama filled, no doubt. And, of course, guys, make sure you hit us up with that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Each time. So let's meet the cappers and get right to the picks. Sean's busy. He's got things to do. Sean, what's happening?
Yeah, crazy day today. Crazy day. I got a lot of stuff to do. I go 1-1-1. I got a crazy push on Miami there. You got to love a field goal with 20 seconds left or a push on 10. I won MLB on the Brew Crew, and I lose my my Charlotte play there. So 1-1-1. Should have been 1-2, but I'll take it.
You jumped on the W, like you said?
No, I didn't put it out there. Thank you. Would have lost Vegas.
Vegas barely. They had to win late. You must have been nervous, Alessandro. You're 13 seconds away from an elimination.
I had storm, so I was chilling. So yeah, it was a good night for me. Well, at least WNBA wise, the Bills let me down. Of course, I get a -11, thinking I'm sharp. You know, everybody got -13.5. Nope, there was 10s out there. So, of course, a couple people pushed. Good for them. But you know, we're on to today. Like I said, WNBA was nice last night. What else? The Blue Jays did let us down. That was an ugly one. But the Guardians got us a nice +190 win yesterday. So you know, not too bad of a day.
Not too bad either. And I had a 2-0. I hit the Dolphins. I said I like the Dolphins, the plus price that came through for me. And of course, under the radar with the Brewers run line. I don't know how in the hell you're getting plus money against the Angels with the Brewers run line. I was surprised it was at that price. It surprised the hell out of me. This Angels team's pretty much dead in the water. And the Brewers, they're trying to win that number 1 seed. I'm telling you, Milwaukee and Philadelphia have very good home fields. So I think if it lands 1-2, the only way they play if it's a 1-2 is if it's the NLCS. And I think that Game 7 is huge. And I think that's what they're playing for, is that having Game 7 in their home park in that NLCS. If the Brewers and Phillies meet, to me, the Phillies have the look of a champion in my eyes, the way they've been playing. But anyway, we'll see how it rolls here. Milwaukee has been getting it done there, no doubt. But Dodgers bullpen is such a mess. Ohtani wants to be in the bullpen now. Although there's we were joking about this, where the Dodgers starters, you have one guy start, the other starter close. So that's probably even up for discussion as well as Rod joins the fray. Rod, what's happening?
Not much, buddy. Sorry about that. A little bit late this morning. Cold, 40.
Cold, 40. Woo. Well, that's that time of the year.
Out here today. Feel that crisp air.
So it's raining out here in Vegas. I don't know what the hell's going on.
LA, it's raining too. It's the monsoon season. We get it a few times a year in the monsoons. But let's get to the games, guys. Major League Baseball here. We'll start with college football right now. Let's talk the college football.
You guys got monsoons, brisk. It's 95 here today.
Nice.
It is 95. Ooh. Yeah, I got 40. It's chilly. It'll warm up. Usually, yesterday it plopped up to 80. We get that time of year. We get the 50-degree temperature change. So that's what it is.
Love that.
Which means watch out, because the Minnesota teams, those ones that are a little bit farther north, they're going to get the same type of crazy weather when the sun goes down.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, let's get to the games here, guys. I was just loading in the CFL. Rod showed up, so we got to get the CFL in, right? So let's get to the college football first. We got a couple of games going off here in college. Tulsa and Oklahoma State. Pick your poison here. Okie State's favored 10. We're seeing a 9.5 in that. You see it bet online there, 9.5. Total says 54.5 to 54. Iowa and Rutgers. Let's get this Big Ten going here. Here we've got Iowa still 2.5 on the road. Total sits here 45.5. We're seeing some 47s. This one's all over the place. Let's get this one started here with Rod.
Yeah, look at these ones. These two college football games. The first one, Tulsa, Oklahoma State. Man, I think the best of the numbers gone there with Tulsa. You would have had the 14, because it's now down to, as you said, 10, 9.5. I would still lead Tulsa. Okie State's got a bunch of question marks, and they're not that good. But then Tulsa, we'll see what they do. Backup QB going. Their original starter. He came in last game for them, threw a couple. Didn't look horrible, but both these teams are bad. I would kind of lead to an under. I think you get a lower scoring one, especially with some bad defenses. But I'll grab Tulsa in the points, the dog there. And then looking at Rutgers and Iowa. Should be a pretty good battle. We know Iowa's always they won the last 4 head-to-head between these two teams, but I don't know. I think there's another one, the best of the maybe if there was a 3, but 3.5, I would want to jump on this game. But for me, I can't pick a side either way. It's a pass for me on the Iowa game. Lead to Rutgers, but I would rather have that 3.5 than just taking the 2.5 now. But the best of the numbers gone there. For me, the best of the numbers gone in both of those games. Tough to find a premium, but I would still like Tulsa plus the points, but not enough to run and put it in as a premium.
There we go from Ron on over to actually we'll go on over to Sean next.
Nothing in this Rutgers game, and the Oklahoma State Tulsa. I had an early number. I got 12.5. I got a 13. The problem is I put in the wrong play because I took Oklahoma State instead of Tulsa. How the hell is Oklahoma State? Yeah, you rush to put these things out, right? Because a bunch of sites you got to get them in, and then you screw up and you can't. And I just realized it when I was doing write-ups, like you get the day before yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's great. I can't do nothing now about it. But like, how the hell is Oklahoma State laying that kind of number? Forget it. It's even down to 10 or whatever. Dude, they didn't look like they could play football the other day against Oregon. Like they never stepped on the field. This, not that it's a rivalry, but it's still an in-state kind of team with the little brother kind of feel to it. I'll take Tulsa. I mean, Gundy should have retired 2 years ago. They didn't win a game last year in the Big 12. They didn't win a game.
His sugar daddy passed away. The guy from Okie State, the donor. I forgot the name. Escapes me.
Boone Pickens.
Yeah, Boone Pickens. Yeah.
Still, we figured they'd get some alum there, huh? Apparently not.
No, he was the only one. He was the only one.
Guys complaining about Oregon. Oh, Oregon gets so much money. Really? Okay.
The Nike money coming into Oregon. Yeah, well, hey, that's the way it is now. They didn't when Boone Pickens was supporting you, no one complained. Over to Alessandro.
No, yeah, that first game there, Tulsa, Oklahoma State. The under looks nice to me, 54.5. I see this being a defensive battle. I know you're not getting the best of the number here. I'd still lean Tulsa's way. I think Oklahoma State's in shambles of a program. That's all I'll say about that. Iowa, Rutgers. I actually think this game can go over, man. If you look at the quarterback here for Iowa, Mark Gronkowski, he's pretty mobile. If you look at his statistics from South Dakota State, I know it's South Dakota State. He is, going up a level here, but I still think he could, put some points up on this Rutgers defense. They're 3 strong at running back there. Xavier Williams, obviously, is going to be the main guy probably. And then for Rutgers, this Raymond guy is probably the main guy, but they're also 3 deep at the running back spot. And then they got a big wideout here, Rutgers, 6'6" kid, KJ Duff, 17 receptions, 244 yards already this year. And then another guy, Ian Strong on the outside. They got some weapons, Rutgers. And then this quarterback, Callie Kamanis, he can put some points up as well. We've seen what he's done, transferred. Where did he transfer from? I've seen this kid's name. He reminds me, what was it? He played out at Minnesota. That's where it was. I was going to say Michigan State, but no, yeah, Rutgers. I like the Rutgers offense to put some points up. I like the Iowa offense to put some points up. Give me the over 45.5, 46. I'm seeing it. This one's been doing some back and forth, this total.
There we go from Alessandro here. Tell you what I think here about some of these games here going off here. I'm going to be hang on 1 second. What did I do? Hit the wrong screen, didn't I? All right, let's get back to the stream. Yeah, I'm going to look here at I'm going to take Okie State here. Tulsa has a loss at New Mexico State, held to 14 points. To me, that's worse than losing to Oregon by 60 or 70. The way they lost. I'll look at Okie State in this spot. Looking at this Oklahoma State. Yeah, the stats are going to be skewed by that loss to Oregon. We've seen teams go over there and get pounded before. I think Colorado got pounded. They kind of righted their season a little bit there. But to me, the Golden Hurricane quarterback play is just too horrible. 5.5 yards past that. Tulsa 2-5 the spread on the road. I'll give me Okie State. There's even value in the line coming down, and if you can get under 10, even better. So I like Okie State in that one. Now in that Iowa game and Rutgers, let me put the line up. I have the money. I would look money line if you could get $1.30 on that one. I'm seeing $1.30 here at Chris at Pinnacle at DraftKings. I would go money line Iowa in this one. Rutgers has faced 2 MAC teams and an FCS team so far, so their numbers are skewed. But their defense played horribly against Ohio, and despite playing a weak schedule, Rutgers is allowing over 5.5 yards a carry, 7.7 yards per pass, and playing nobodies. I mean, that defense is. If you go back and remember that Ohio game, the head coach there for Rutgers was in that face of that defensive coordinator because they were playing so horribly. Hawkeyes defensively holding teams at 2.2 yards per rush, 4.8 yards per pass attempt. They had that 3-point loss at Iowa State. I'm not going to hurt. I don't have a problem with that. But here's the thing here: Rutgers 1-3 of the spread at home, facing these good rushing defenses that hold teams 120 yards rushing per game or fewer. So whenever they play these good defense, this you fade the Rutgers team. I'm going to fade them, but instead of laying the points, because I know Iowa can have the challenges offensively, I'm just going to take that $1.30 money line there with Iowa there. Why not? We play baseball $1.30, and I think it's better than doing the 2.5 in my book if you like Iowa. That's how I look at it. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Sabornas Show as we continue on over to Major League Baseball for today's card. We got, matter of fact, let's hit the old refresh screen and see what's going on in baseball with any of these pitchers as we're closing down the regular season. Of course, today's a big Kershaw game. He's retired. He's going to pitch today. Could be his last game at Dodger Stadium. We'll see how that goes based on Kershaw's past history. The bigger the game, it doesn't always work out for him. We know that. All right, we got. Let's see what we got.
Flop.
I was talking to Kershaw's going to be pitching this, and I'm touching myself, dude. You're just putting me on the other side by talking like that. There. All right, let's see what we got. Andrew Alvarez, this young pitcher for Washington. He's been pitching well. He's on the mound today for Washington at the Mets and Sproat. So Sproat's going to get another start as they do with the kids down the stretch for this Mets team. What else do we have? Rasmussen was named yesterday afternoon. We got a pretty good pitching matchup. Boston, Tampa Bay, Crochet, and Rasmussen there in that one. So they're going to go with. I guess they think they're still in. I guess they think they're still in the wild card race. I guess that win probably gave them hopes, but that's why they named Rasmussen to start. So I guess he's going to keep pitching until they're out of it. There. Let's see what else we have. See if there's any changes. Our good friend Tyler Mahle comes back from his shoulder injury. Of course, they could have used him earlier. Mahle to start for Texas as they take on Miami. There, Patrick Messick's going to get another start. He's been pitching well for Cleveland as they're in Minnesota. And let's see if we have any other. Mitch Ferris gets to start for the Angels. We thought it was going to be somebody else, but Ferris gets to start against Bradley Blaylock in that one. And the Miz is back in the mound here for Milwaukee. Walker Buehler has been demoted to the bulk pitcher already. He's got the demotion tag on him. So we're going to have an opener for Philadelphia as Walker Buehler gets demoted. What a way to treat a veteran like this, make him a bulk pitcher. So Buehler a bulk pitcher here against Ryan Nelson in Arizona. And of course we know Robbie Ray and Kershaw there. So we got you covered there with all the changes in baseball. So let's just get to the pitchers here for the blocks here. We'll do 3 blocks of 5. We got the Cubs and the Reds. We see the Cubs. We'll do the BOL line. The Cubs $1.25, total 8.5. Athletics and Pirates. Athletics $1.06, total 8.5. We've got the Braves and Tigers. The Tigers $1.20, total of 9. Looks like the Tigers are on sale. The Yankees and Orioles. Yankees $1.20, total of 9. Nationals and Mets. We see the Mets here 203. The total coming in here at 8.5. So those are the 5 we have in this block, and we get this one underway here with Rob.
Yeah, you look. Bryce Elder on the bump, right? Hey, he had that little spurt where I would give him a 4-game spurt where he looked pretty good until he hit the last time out again. And there's the Bryce Elder we know, where he went 4 innings, gave up 10 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks, a home run. There's the line that we usually like to see from Bryce Elder. So for me in that matchup here today with Bryce Elder on the bump, I think he does the same thing. Gives up a few hits, gives up some runs. The old man Morton on his side for the Tigers. I think he gives up some hits, gives up some runs. 9, I'll take the over there in that matchup. You would see plenty of offense. The Tigers 7-3, the over last 10. It might have been them getting hit up too, but either way, we get over the 9 today with those two starters going. And then you throw out the bullpens. We'll see some late there. And then
I was laughing at this.
No, I wasn't laughing at you, Rod. I'm laughing at that Southpaw thing. He must be part of the Detroit ownership group or something. Hates the Brewers.
Southpaw.
An old AL Central fan or something. Oh,
I like the name. I'll tell you that. Southpaw. I like that.
Yeah. That's south of Ron Hahn. He must live south of Ron Hahn. That's the way he's talking.
Right.
Is the Washington Mets game in this block?
The Washington Mets game, last one in the block. Yep.
Last one in the block. All right, looking at it, I like Alvarez here on the bump for Washington. Hey, making his 4th start here for Washington. He's pitched well. Gives you a nice solid 4 or 5 innings of work. You look at what he's done. He's only given up 2 runs in those, 15 innings of work. So solid pitcher for Washington. So giving him another start here. See how he does against this Mets squad. But I don't think Washington and the Nationals here in the first 5. I'll trust the bullpen after Alvarez comes out, because we've seen in that last game when he came out, hey, he went 6 innings, only gave up 3 hits, no earned runs. But after he came out, the bullpen imploded and gave up 5 earned runs on that when they lost to the Pirates. So I'll take the Nationals plus the half run there, and they get in the first 5 there in that one. I like Alvarez. He's going to be a good starter there for Washington. So.
There we go. From Rod, move on over to Sean.
I'll start the Nats and the Mets, and I agree with Ron's sentiment there on the Mets. But I just me, Rod said, oh yeah, I can't. A team on a 4-game win streak, I can't get behind them, even if they're catching a $180 or whatever. I mean, worth a shot though. I mean, the Mets teetering from collapsing to winning. I understand the big dog there with you there. Yanks and the O's. We'll owe it up today with Trevor Rogers. What a great season for him. Nice little comeback here, showing that promise when he was a top draft pick there. He was a number 1 first rounder back in the day for the Marlins. So again, injuries. That Marlins staff, bro. Everybody they draft gets hurt.
Yeah.
Perez, Alcantara, Cabrera, Sixto, Sanchez.
Yeah.
Max Meyer. Every arm they have is done.
And the bad one, and don't forget the bad ones are the ones that stay healthy. Who is Belloso, and these other cats.
The Braves, because I think the Tigers are done. The Tigers are the Cubs of the American League. I think the Tigers are going to go softly into the good night. They're I don't know. No, thank you, Detroit. Maybe make a case with Scoobles on them out.
Right? Swept away.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't know. It's a lot of their the ugliness for them, the underbelly, as they say, the lineup, the nobody behind your ace. I mean, this is who you got. This is who you went out to get to be your. Let's go get a good guy for the playoffs. 40-year-old Charlie Moore. Sorry, Charlie. I mean,
Casey Mize doesn't live up to expectations either.
He does live up to expectations this year, but it took him 5 years to get there, and he's not. He's maxed out his innings. He's tired.
Yeah.
That's okay. I get it, but you're not supposed to have that when you're in year 7. That's supposed to be year 2. You build off your innings, not this stage of your life. Pirates and the A's. I mean, really, Pirates are terrible. Let's reel them in, and then give me Lodolo and the Reds again. I think the Cubbies are gonna kind of tiptoe and patty cake through the end of the year. They haven't been the same since July with their lineup. They have not been hitting. So give me the Reds here. No bias towards my Reds climb to 81 wins. We're almost there.
There you go. Of course, 5 up on the Cubs for that home field as a 4 seed against the Padres. They're on over to Alessandro.
That first game, Braves, Tigers, I'm actually going to look at it over here. I can see Morton getting hit, and I can see the Braves hitting I can see the Braves hitting Morton, and I can see the Tigers actually getting a couple off Elder here. I think Braves are going to play for the back of the baseball card still. They want some good numbers there at the end of the year. I'll take the Braves even price to fade the Tigers and also go over there, or team total over possibly with the Braves. Cubs, Reds. I do like the Reds today as well. Lodolo, Imanaga, everything you guys have already said about the Cubs. They're kind of on just coast mode here until the playoffs. So yeah, I like the Reds today. A's Pirates, I'll take the Athletics just based off the lineups here. I think A's have a significantly better lineup, a top 5 lineup if you look at every statistic offensively. And then you go look at the Pirates, they're bottom 5 pretty much. So I got to go to the Athletics there with this even price. I know everybody's high on Trevor Rogers. We did fade him last time out and won. I'm going to go fade him again here with the Yankees. Still a lot to play for. I think we could hit him up, and I think Warren could, have some run support and have a pretty solid outing. So give me the Yankees at a pretty good, solid price. Minus 125 is not bad. And then Nationals Mets. I'm going to take the shot here with the Nationals full game money line. You guys already know how I feel about Soto. And, I'll take a nice plus price shot with the Nationals.
There from Alessandro. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm coming back with these Athletics. They're hitting the ball 276 in their past 5. Pirates $1.95 over their past 6. Severino 13 road starts, ERA over 3. Look at Keller over his past 10 starts, ERA approaching 6. Athletics bullpen in the better form. And against these light teams that lack power, Athletics 9-2 on the road against teams that average 0.9 home runs per game or fewer. That's an 8-unit return. Pirates have lost 7 of 10 at home. I'll take Athletics in that one. Yeah, I'm going to look here at I'm going to see what else do I have. There's not a whole lot I like in this spot, to be honest with you. I'm going to take Alvarez. Hey, there's a lot of job openings in Washington, and I think Alvarez wants to get his foot in the door for it next season because some of these starters really suck this year for the Nationals. The Gores, the Irvins, and the company like that. So I think Alvarez sees a window where he can get into the rotation next year. I think he's taking advantage of it. I'll take Washington in this spot. Washington has been hitting 252 against righty starters, but isn't it like the Mets? You have a great series against the Padres, and what do? You poop the bed here in this series against the Nationals. That's just the way the Mets have been going, right? I'll take them in this spot here. And also, too, when the Mets are favored here by $1.52, they're 11-16, losing 16 units. So they've not been good when they've had a lot of plates on the bar like they have today. So Nationals have won 4 of their past 7 at home, returning 3 units. So I'll take the Nationals in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show as we move on to the next block of games here from Major League Baseball. And the next block will be here, Red Sox and Rays. Here we got the Red Sox, $1.26, total 7. Blue Jays and the Royals. We got Blue Jays, $1.38, total 9. Padres and White Sox. It is the Padres, $1.68, total 8.5. Marlins and Rangers. We got the Rangers, $1.45, total 8.5. We end the block with the Mariners and the Astros. A huge series right here. This is the one that we gotta keep your eye on because these teams are both tied in the division in the AL West. So massive series here. $1.05 both sides, total 7.5 in this massive series between the Mariners and Astros. We get this one underway here with Rod.
Yeah, first one I like. Give me the Yurfie. Padres, White Sox. I think that kicks it off first inning. I think we see runs plenty in that game altogether, but I think it kicks off in that first inning. You look at Martin for the White Sox. His last 3 starts has seen runs in that first inning. So we'll grab the Yurfie in that one. And hey, the Blue Jays heading into Kansas City. They got shut out in their last matchup. So with the Rays, and now you're coming up here to take on the Royals, who haven't been so good. You look at this low price, it's like, why aren't the Blue Jays a little bit more favored than what they are? It's not like the Royals have been hitting. It's just a weird number there for me. I'm going to take the under in the first 5. I think Scherzer deals. I think Lorenzen deals as well. So give me a low-scoring matchup with the starters going. So give me the under in the first 5. And then I'll take the under, Seattle and Houston, just as you said. This is a big series here. Also for my futures with Seattle winning the division. So, as I said at the start of the year, it takes Seattle to upset Houston and finally have somebody else at the top of the division. So, I like Seattle there as well over the Astros. Astros at home in the second half of the season has not been good. Seattle's been one of the hottest teams down the stretch here, just rolling along. Was it 1 loss in their last, 13, 14 games? I'll take Seattle and Woo and company in that one.
And them and the Guardians been real hot teams. On over to Sean.
Give me the Rays here against the free-falling Red Sox. I mean, I lost my strikeout prop there, Skubal and Crochet head-to-head. So my Red Sox to make the playoffs look like it's going to fail. So you know what? Let's go all in and just piss all over Boston, scumbag Boston. I'll take the Royals here just because the line looks low. I mean, I know they're semi still alive a little bit. I mean, 135, 140. I know it's not classic Scherzer, but he hasn't been terrible, and the Blue Jays are a good team. I'm assuming, and we don't like to assume because it makes an ass out of you and me, but you lose Bichette. I'm sure that's part of it here, but I'll take a flyer on the 120-ish here with these guys.
Also add, yep, there you go.
Good.
Oh, no, I was going to say on the Rays side, Aranda out and Junior Caminera is still questionable there on the Rays side.
Padres, I guess. I want to lay 190 with the Padres. It's almost worth just, again, I'm not playing these games. I would take a flyer on the White Sox based on the price because the Padres do lose games. I mean, look at this guy's record. The guy's got an ERA near 5. He's like 185. Give me the White Sox. The young guy's got something to prove here. And the Rangers, terrible late in the year. If these guys are healthy, the old who knows could have been here. I got to fade Molly with a first start back. Any first start back guy I got to look to go against. Especially where there's mindset. You just got the Stros sweep you, right? Knocked you right out of everything. I'll lean there.
Have a contract. That's the only thing that I care about. He's coming in just to have a rehab start and warm up and maybe feel good.
Yeah, he was having a nice little. I'm a Molly guy. I liked him when he was with the Reds when he came up. I thought he'd be all right. And injuries.
Job. Does he care here? That's the only part I care about. Let's see.
I mean, when you've been on 5 different major league teams, I'm sure you want to make a good impression. So I mean,
Hey, Sean, I got to ask Sean. I got to ask him. What did you think about that Cubs big celebration about clinching a wild card?
It's a joke. But
That
again, it's
bother
the
you?
Cubs.
Did that bother you the way they celebrated like that?
Listen, I'm a Yankee guy. What do you think? They don't celebrate that crap. I mean, you see these Yankees whoop-de-doo. Now they might get a little more excited because the Big George is gone. But how do you celebrate a wild card? Is it their first playoff appearance in 100 years?
I don't know. That to me, that looked like like you won the NLCS. That's what it looked like to me. The way they were celebrating.
That's not a good look. I mean, I guess you want to be pumped up. All right, you had the right wording. Hey, we still got stuff to do, but this is a nice first step. We had some rough spots. We're bouncing. Nothing. These guys thinking they think they're the Brewers and won the division or something.
Yeah, I've never seen a second place team celebrate so much. On over to Alessandro.
No, with the Red Sox and Rays here, I'm going to go with the under here with these two pitchers, Crochet and Rasmussen. I see 7 now though. It's a little sketchy. I could still get behind the under here. I could see what Sean was talking about. We're going with the Rays. Red Sox kind of no Roman Anthony's big. I know that's a young kid, but that was a big bat to now lose late in the year like this. I like the Rays and the under there. Low scoring game. Padres, White Sox. Probably not going to bet this one. Not going to get mad at anybody also wanting to go with the dog here. White Sox. Could see some runs here. Not the biggest Dylan Cease guy here. So White Sox are pass. Blue Jays, Royals. Probably a stay away completely. I don't know. That's an ugly game. Blue Jays let me down yesterday. That's probably why I don't want to touch it. But, yeah, I'm probably not touching that. Giving you a pick, I'll actually go with the plus money on Royals and under. Lorenzen's not too bad. I know the ERA looks ugly on the whole year, but he's not bad. And Scherzer, it's Max Scherzer still at the end of the day. You get under 8.5, it's not too bad. Marlins, Rangers. I'll take, Rangers here with this Mal guy, Malley. He's been getting rocked his whole career, honestly, but he's not too bad. I could go with Trevor Malley. Marlins are just trash. Guardians and Twins? To me, again.
That's the next block. Seattle, Houston is the last one.
All right, I got my games written in different order.
Tyler Malley's a free agent in 2026, by the way.
So there's something for him. There's something for him. I've never been the biggest, Maui
It's your
guy.
first job.
Yeah, but he had Tommy John. Then he took a couple months off for the shoulder.
A couple months off, yeah. So
Yeah.
he hasn't pitched since June. That's the only question mark there. But he needs a job. He's got nowhere to go. So
that's a Kansas City Royal Pittsburgh Pirate 1 year incentive base that you'll
The fact that you just dropped that, I totally forgot. It is first start back. That actually starts to make me think Marlins here. Junk is not awful either. So, again, I'm flip-flopping on that game, probably not even betting it. So, there's that. Mariners, Astros. I will take the Astros here. I think, at the end of the day, this is their time of the year. They've done it before. Mariners got to show it to me that they can actually beat the Astros here in prime time situations late in the year. So, give me the Astros minus 110. I like Hunter Brown. We'll back him.
There you go from Alessandro.
This is Molly's best year ever, right?
Yeah,
he had one good year with the Reds. I think he had one good
year. But that was like a 3. I mean, he didn't have a 2-something ERA in 15 starts. He had a good year. He's perfect. Like you see the Mets bring in Minaya and those kind of middle of the road, Jesus Luzardo's kind of, Yanks do the same. If you're looking to get Fetty and Carrasco, this is the guy you pay. This is the guy you pay $12 million to come in and be a 4th starter. Because when he's healthy, like he was early in his, again, he's older now. He's not 22. But if you're going to get 20-something, 25 starts, it's worth it for a guy in the 4 hole. He's going to come in and pitch to a 4 ERA. That's not terrible. Even a high 3.
Yeah, he might be a $2 billion guy, to be honest with you. Because the problem is the Tommy John and then the long injury after that. That's the problem.
Well, coming into this year, he has 8 games last year.
If he gets 5, he's running to the window. I'm telling you. If someone offers him $5 million, he's like, "Oh yeah, all right, woo!"
He'll get more than that.
It might be, yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't know. His last contract was 7. This one they gave him because he pitched real good, and now he got Tommy John and dealing with that. I don't know. I think he gets 5 at best. Look what they were doing at the trade deadline. They didn't want to. Nobody was giving up anything. This guy's worth $12 million. Come on, don't you want him? He's amazing. He's
Stroman's still out there
a little bit. He's only got the 4.5 ERA. He's rolling along.
Stroman might have to go to the Mexican League.
Stroman's in the Mexican League. He's out there with the who are those guys? Who's that guy?
Savannah Bananas for Tyler Molly. Look out there in the
Mexican League. Yeah. That's rough. That's rough there. Yeah, I can only look at Toronto because I don't trust this KC hitting lineup. It's just brutal. KC hitting 240 over their past 28. You look at Lorez in his past 6 appearances, ERA near 7. And the Jays bullpen in the better recent form, going over a 1-week span here. And they are 12-6 as road favorites in this price range of minus 125 or higher. Home dogs this year, KC 7-13 at even money to minus to plus 150, losing 5 units. I'll look at Toronto. And that one, let's see here. Miami. I like Miami looking at that Rocky series. I'll take them plus the price. Going to fade Molly coming off the injury. Texas only hitting 231 at home. Junk 9 road appearances. ERA just over 3. Junk's another guy looking for a bag. He was just a reliever. Now we're seeing him in the starting role. So maybe there's a future as a starting pitcher for Junk. So this is a big start for Jansen. Junk probably has 2 more starts left in the year. Bullpen for the Marlins in pretty good form. And they're good dogs. 30-32 is a road dog of even money or greater, returning 17.5 units. There's your dog of the year, the Marlins. There, 17.5 units as a dog this year on the road. So I'll take the Marlins. Yeah, right. Just woke Rod up. Where's this thing?
You bet they've been great as a dog, but that's not even including the Monday stat where they've been ass and we've been fading the heck out of the Marlins on a Monday. So we can throw that in there. We made a lot more than 17 units off the Marlins.
6 days out of the week betting the Marlins has been probably over 20 units as a dog.
Easily. Well, they're 4-31, I think, on Mondays there, Tony. So over the last couple seasons, we definitely. You even making some money on the Marlins because they've been a great dog, and then Mondays they're sleeping.
Yeah. They party too much on the Sunday. I think it's the Miami. They caught the Miami fever on Sunday. Is what they did because they got the early start.
They play great on Sunday for Get Out Day, and then they're like, "Woo, we won the series, party!" And then they're like, "Oh, we got to play tomorrow." Oh. Yeah,
and the problem is when they stay home is when you get that early start, then you have all that time at night to party in Miami. That's the problem.
Well,
ask Alessandro. There you go. You know the Miami's
5.
There you go.
Well, it's too hot during the day to do anything. You can't go out in that humidity and heat.
That Miami
party at night.
Miami nightlife has taken careers, man. Like, whoo. Miami Heat players, Miami Marlins, all of them. Oh man, Dolphins. Oh,
the Heat's been a terrible home team.
They love that Miami nightlife. Ooh,
and it does something to the fans because they don't show up. That's another problem. I like the under Seattle and Houston. Really good pitching matchup, and it's high stakes. This is high stakes baseball here. So give me under in high stakes baseball there. And that one, I can only look at the plus. We're not there. Okay, those are the games I like in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Picks and Morning Show as we continue here with our Major League Baseball rundown. This will be our last block here of 3 as we got some games to cover for you. So let's get to the final 3 in this Major League Baseball card. And they will be, we got Guardians and Twins. In this one, we see the Twins. Oops, let me get some of this stuff off the screen here because I can't scroll it up anymore. There we go. That won't fix it. All right, here we go. Let's get to it here. We got Guardians and Twins. We've got the Twins here, $1.10 here, total of 8. That's a low number. Angels and Rockies. This is your D-Gen special of the year. Angels, $1.11, total 12 in that game. Wow. Brewers and Cardinals. Brewers on sale, $1.10, total 7.5. Phillies and D-backs. D-backs favorite here, $1.20, total 9.5. And, of course, the Kershaw game, Giants and Dodgers here, the Kershaw retirement ceremonies. Not ceremonies, but, he announced his retirement. Dodgers, $1.68 here, total 8.5. They're putting a lot of plates on Kershaw's shoulder here for this one to do the squats. Can he squat? We'll see with all this weight on his shoulder. Let's get this one underway here with Rod.
That he put on himself. So let's see what he can do here in that one. I think he does well. I think he has a half decent start. I know his last few been a little bit bumpy, but he hit that nice little stretch where he was good. And I think you look at Ray on the other side. I think he deals here in this matchup. We know Robbie Ray's been dealing all year long, so I think here against his Dodgers, he gets up for this game. I'm going to take the under 8.5. I think it's a pitcher's duel to get us started. Not a lot of offense. First to 4 wins that one. Give me the under 8.5. And then, man, I want to take the Phillies again over Arizona, but it's Walker on the bump. No thanks. Can't do it. Can't touch him. Nope, not going to do it. I see Taijuan Walker on the bump. I am running the other way. I don't care if he's had a good start, bad start. He's awful. Forget it. Arizona got really, you look, they're 5-5. They play their better ball at home. Nelson's been the bright spot for Arizona all season long. And I think he comes up and has himself a great start here. Mows down some Phillies, especially after having to play the Dodgers. It's one of those letdown spots. You're already in the playoffs. You're most likely getting a first-round bye. Whether you're 1 or 2 is basically all that's left to be decided. Letdown spot. Arizona comes in and grabs the win. And then looking at Milwaukee taking out St. Louis. Milwaukee's continuing to stay hot. They want that number 1. They really do. But is Mizrowski going to hit the wall? Is that what's happened? He hasn't. This is the most
shine is coming off.
Yeah, this is the most he's pitched in his career, right? But the last time out, he was against St. Louis. He got 4 strikeouts in that one. Wasn't the greatest looking, but they got this strikeout total 5.5 here, and that last one closed at 6.5. I'm getting plus 115. You know what? I think Mizrowski has a half decent start. Little bounce back here. I think he can get us 6 strikeouts. Gives me Mizrowski 6 Ks at plus 115. That's where I'm going to go in that one.
All right, there. Getting a good deal there. Shopping at Costco with Miz. All right, let's move on over to Sean.
It can be argued that after Kershaw's 300 strikeout season in 2015, he was never the same. Never. That's it. It was all downhill after that. And downhill for him was still a nice career. Crazy. He won't even win 225 games. Maybe he'll win 223 if he wins today with a 2.54 ERA. Crazy. If this guy stayed healthy, he might have.
Yeah.
If you look at
what's his average? Yeah, that's a lot of math to do. What's his average number of pitches, average innings in his career? That's.
You know what? I couldn't figure that one out because the second half of his career, from like 2018 on, it was just 160, 170, 120, 120, 130. Before that, he was like the 230 club for a few years.
Yeah.
I like the Giants though here. How the hell 10 walks and a hit and you lose a game last night?
Ooh.
Listen, I like Kershaw and okay, let's win one for the Gipper years going away, but
He's from Texas.
San Fran's still in the hunt here. Last I checked, right? They're what, like 3 back. You got the Dodgers ahead. You got 6 games versus the Dodgers, who are pretty much locked into a spot.
They can clinch tonight. I think they can clinch. There's magic numbers 1 to make the playoffs, and I guarantee you, it's not going to be like the Cubs when they clinch a wild card. I guarantee you that.
Hey, listen, you're going to give me 150 with a guy. I'm going to be in it. It was like Webb last night. You're giving me 150s with a guy. You're going to go 6 and it's not going to be 7-0 in the second inning. You know what I'm saying? So anything's possible. And hello, the Dodgers are supposed to win 105 games this year. They're not going to sniff that. So let's not anoint the Dodgers as like this great team here. They've lost repeatedly. Diamondbacks. I know our guy Bueller. He's a free agent, by the way, at the end of the season here. He's
$21 million a year. $21 million a year.
He's got a mutual option on the table. I was looking at the free agent pictures. You should see this list of. It's a really interesting. I mean, there's some pictures.
No, this is interesting because look at the salary differential in this game between Arizona and Philly. Bueller is making $21 million, and Ryan Nelson's making $850,000 a year. that is. Right? I don't think we've ever seen the salary that differential in salary in my life.
Ryan Wilson's a second-year player.
No, he's been around. No,
Bueller was a borderline Hall of Famer. He was a borderline Hall of Famer until 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, he's been around. Ryan Nelson was the guy they sat during their World Series run. They wouldn't pitch him anymore because he was so bad. You know,
Brew Crew. I mean, they pulled one out last night. That'll be a pass for me there. Keep playing Cleveland. You're gonna give Cleveland as a dog the rest of the year. I'll take them as a dog. What are we doing here? They've won 9 in a row. You're going to give me any kind of plus money. I'll take Cleveland for the rest of the season. And Angels Rockies, get some help, folks. What do we do?
Get some help.
I mean,
I don't know. I look at Alessandro looking like I think Alessandro needs some medicine. I don't know. He get popped up when you mentioned that game.
You want that one out? That's all you. I'm not passing.
DGen special. Call 1-800 if you're on it. I guess I'm calling 1-800. I love the Angels in that spot. I think they got the better prospect on the mound here with Mitch Ferris, and then I think they also have the better lineup. And you get a nice little minus 115 price. I'll take the Angels. Sorry to be in here. That's not enough for you.
That is not enough for me.
Living dangerously
on the road. No, can't do it.
All right, cool.
I mean, at least do a run line. At least run line it.
Yeah, I'll run line it. I'll extendo clip it if you want me to. Jesus, I'm just trying to get you inside here. I'm on the Angels. Sorry, guys. I'm on the Angels. I'm going to sleazeball. I'm going Angels. Angels. Anyways, besides the Angels game, which I clearly love, DGen special. I do agree with Higgs here. Yes, just keep taking the plus money with the Guardians. Let's not be foolish there. I already touched the half, so hold up 1 second. Brewers, Cardinals. I'm going to touch plus money here with the Cardinals. I think they can hit Mazeroski. May he get his 6 strikeouts and, help Rod out? Yeah. But also I see Sonny Gray having a pretty solid outing. 13-8, 4.43 ERA is not bad. The veteran Sonny Gray can get it done here. I'm leaning towards a Cardinals Cardinals win and an under in that game. And I don't know, you guys were talking about Bueller. I'm seeing Walker.
Yeah, they're doing. Yeah, Bueller is going to be the bulk pitcher today. Walker's
okay. Yeah, they're going to use Walker as opener.
Bueller's already been. Yeah, he's already been demoted already in his second start.
Call me crazy. I'll go to an under. I see it at 9. I can back Ryan Nelson, and then the fact that they're going to at least help Bueller. He's probably going to have to pitch 3 innings. Good God, if you can't pitch 3 innings and go 1 or 2 runs at worst, just get out. Go, Walker Bueller. Just retire already if you can't give me 3 innings of 1-run baseball here. And Walker can do the same. We're looking at the 5th, 6th inning, this game being 3-2, and we got an under 9. Yeah, I'll take the under 9.
There we go from Alex.
Sorry. We got Giants Dodgers. I'm not going to the game here. At the end of the day, I think this is an under spot here. I'm seeing under 8.5. I'll take that as well. I think Robbie Ray and Clayton Kershaw absolutely deal tonight. I'm not mad at touching plus money here with the Giants plus 145 on the road. I'll take it and the under.
I was like, oh, I'm going to go with the better prospects. So I'm like, let me check this kid out first. I'm like, 14th rounder. How good is this freaking guy? 14th round pick. And then I look at Bradley Blaylock, and he's a 32nd round pick.
Oh, geez.
And
I like
he was
Ferris' stuff. I'm telling you right here, I've liked Ferris' stuff.
Blaylock in the mind. Listen, he's played in Albuquerque. 1 in 5 in 15 starts. All right, whatever. How about a 8.60 ERA and a 3.24 batting average against? 83 hits in 60 innings. And they bought this guy up? Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's lean times there in Colorado.
Hey,
They're not doing a good
24.
job.
Let's just push this guy into therapy at 24. He's probably
Hey, I want to see Walker Buehler out there in Colorado. ERA of 10. That's what we'll see.
He may be there. He's a prospect. Yeah, definitely could be a Royal guy, could be a Pirate, could be a Rockies. That's the end of the line for baseball right there. You hit rock bottom when you're signing with those teams.
I'm telling you, he's got to go back to the bullpen. He's got to be a bullpen guy.
No, Aaron Boone will find something good in him and try to bring him to the Yankees, and he'll have an ERA of 10 in Yankee Stadium as well. He'll get rocked.
The Giants like to rehab pitchers too. So sometimes you see the Giants rehabbing guys. The Padres have no money, so they can't afford.
The Giants bring in like Alex Cobb, Anthony DeScalfani, the guy come in and pitch to like a 3.5 ERA. That's definitely giant baseball right there.
The rehab
or
center.
The Brewers. The
Baseball's
Brewers
rehab. Brewers. But baseball's rehab center might be the Giants. That's what they may be. Yeah, I like the under here. Cleveland and Minnesota. Cleveland hit just 216 over their past 28 games that they're winning because of their bullpen and starting pitching is really coming through for them. Mini hitting just 234 against lefty starters. Guardians here against these starters that allow 0.5 home runs per starter fewer. They're 9-3 to the under. I'll take them in the under in that one. I can only look at Milwaukee at this price. Milwaukee over their past 28 hitting 270. The Cardinals 224. Gray in his past 11 starts, ERA over 6. So I don't care if Mizorowski can be in bad form. It's just look at Gray. Gray is horrible. Against losing teams. Wow. Milwaukee now 11-1 in their past 12 road games against losing teams, returning 10 units. I'll take them in that spot. That's about the only one I like there in those blocks. I'm staying away from that Dodger game. It's just, like I said, I don't like Buehler when he has a lot of plate on the bar. I'm just going to stay away from, or I should say Kershaw. Let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show as we continue on here with our coverage for today. And of course, we'll go on. We do have a game here in the W for tonight. Hang on a second. What did I just do here? I did something dumb. Wait a minute. What did I do?
Sean, you going to touch some WNBA today? Come on.
No. I tell you, I sort of like the team yesterday. It didn't go through. I didn't play it, so I'm happy about that. I don't need the W.
No W for Sean. All right, let's take a look here at the W for today's action. Single game today here. We've got the Liberty and the Mercury in a winner-take-all game here. Mercury forcing this game 3. We see the Mercury favorite 2 against the defending champs. Mercury 2.5 and 2s. We see the total here at 155.5. We go over onto Rod.
Yeah, I think just like the champs, and they came into Phoenix, got the win in game 1, and then they brought it back home to New York, and you couldn't get the win. Yeah, and it was ugly. Mercury cruised right along and got the win. Now they're 2.5. That's telling you all you need to know. That's quite the travel spot for this New York team that's dealt with injuries all season long. I'd have to lean to the Mercury to get the job done, but I think this is a defensive battle. So winner take all. So give me the under in this matchup. I think it's a lower scoring one. But I would lean to the Mercury. The thing keeps rising. It's how it was at 1.5. It's up to 2. Now I'm seeing 2.5. I don't know. I think we're getting a new champ. It's just like the dream there. Dream is over. How do you lose last night? I don't know. But they easily lose. Bye, Dream. Your dream is over. It's ended. It's all over. Here comes the Indiana Fever out of left field.
Oh, my God.
Eliminate you.
Oh, my God.
I didn't
Two
hear
of their
anybody
studs.
talking about the Fever with Caitlin Clarkless winning that series. I didn't hear anybody on that whatsoever.
Take a
all. Ooh. Wasn't too close. So
I was going to say, take a shot every time they pan the camera over to Caitlin Clark. Yeah, you'll have alcohol poisoning.
Yep, it will. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. There, we move on over to Alessandro.
No, yeah. I mean, if you followed what I said the other day, I said the Mercury are clearly the better team. I don't care what happened in game 1. They're deeper. Brianna Stewart was hobbled on a bum knee. We took the Mercury on the money line and the plus 2.5. I think, honestly, you just stay away. There's no point now in laying a minus price here when you already just cashed on a nice dog. But I will say Mercury's going to win this series. If you want to touch the minus 2.5, minus 140.50, price, go for it. But, I mean, they already paid us here. That's how I feel about the game, honestly. Because, you guys alluded to the travel spot. Mercury have to travel as well back from New York. So, both teams still having to travel. I don't know. At the end of the day, I will stick to my sentiment. Mercury are the better team, the deeper team. Sabrina Ionescu's super overrated. She can win as many three-point contests as she wants against Steph Curry. I don't really care. She's pretty overrated to me. So, yeah, I'll take the Mercury. But like I've already said, if you've touched plus money and won recently, you don't have to touch this game. You can find another game on the MLB slate that's plus money. That's the way I look at it.
There we go. I think you look at the winner you fade on Sunday, because I think they play Sunday in that next series. So keep an eye there. Valkyries, Minnesota eliminated the Valkyries, so no game there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we turn our attention over to north of the border. If you're in the U.S., Canadian football. We got a 4-game week. We got 2 today. We got 2 tomorrow. Alouettes and Argonauts here going out head-to-head. Montreal, the road favorite, 6.5, total 50.5. BC and Calgary. Calgary laying 5, total 55.5 over to Rod.
Yeah, take both dogs. I know that Toronto's dealing with big QB issues. No Arbuckle, no Kelly. So you're going to have to go with Jarrett Doge going for the Argos. And, hey, he's definitely got some experience. He came in last week and got themselves the win over the Elks the last time he played. So, hey, just one of those spots that I don't want to lay that kind of price. Montreal's dealing with their own QB issues. It's like, man, they haven't been good. And now they're laying 6.5, 7 in places. I don't know. Take the Argos plus the points in that one. And then you're looking at Calgary. That Calgary defense has been absolutely solid all year long. But BC is fighting for their playoff lives, as they say. I'll take the 5 points with the Lions coming into Calgary. You look at head-to-head between these 2 teams. It's going to be the first meeting of the year. And BC's won 3 of the last 4. Last time in Calgary, it was a 25-24 Calgary win. So close game. And I think that's what you get here. Game that comes right down to who's got the ball last, and you want those points. So grab the BC Lions plus the 5. So 2 dogs to kick off the weekend. CFL.
It's from Rod and CFL. Go ahead, Alessandro. You got something?
No, yeah, it's my birthday today. So Rod says take 2 dogs in the CFL. I might have to dip my toes here in the CFL. So I'll back that. I'll go 2 dogs. But that's the reason. It's my birthday. I'm gonna throw some money around today. All right. So I like the CFL. 2 dogs. We'll go.
2 dogs there from Alessandro at CFL. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment where our cappers give out parlay.
Go to Little Darlings, throw your money around. That'll be a better outcome.
What'd he say?
Go to Little Darlings, throw the money around.
Oh, Jesus. He might not. That might be an expensive move. That might be a very expensive move. I don't know. Let's go Parlay Purple segment. Start with Rod.
And for me, we'll go. Let's see. We'll take Washington in the first 5. We're going to take the over in the Padres and the White Sox. And then we're going to throw in that under Seattle and the Astros. Just as Tony alluded to, that's going to feel like a playoff game. And at 7.5, we're going to get an under. So under, over, and the Nationals. 3 teams for it.
From Rod on over to Sean.
All right, I put the NFL and college football in there yesterday, the same as today. Although we did take a loss already with the under 50. Here we go. Well, college football first here. 5-8 minus 380. I got to get it on the track. We'll be all right here. So it's 3 weeks in. Utah minus 3, Buffalo 6.5, Purdue 22 plus 25.5, Virginia over 49, Hawaii plus 3. These were the lines from yesterday. So if people come in here and complain, I put them out yesterday in the chat here for everybody. So that's college football. NFL, already a loser. Bills under 50. You got to love how that goes down with like 20 seconds left to lose that one.
Oh,
whatever. It was no right to even be in the game at that point when it was like whatever it was at halftime. You figured it looked like an over out of the gate, but still a tough loss there. Anyway, Carolina plus 5.5, Browns plus 7.5, Jags over 44.5, Saints over 41.5, the Giants plus the 6. There you go for the NFL.
NFL there from Sean. Yeah, I saw your over. I'm still surprised that you're seeing numbers, totals in the 40s with this Virginia team. The way they've changed their offense.
Yeah, they look pretty good, the offense.
Yeah. They got into more. They got that. They brought in that transfer from North Texas last year, where they throw like 50+ passes a game with North Texas. That was one of those all offense, no defense teams, and it's transformed over to Virginia. On over to Alessandro.
No, I like that. Yeah, Chandler Morris, quarterback there. Yeah, I can get behind an over in that Virginia game. But as far as for a parlay today, we're going to go with the ugly Angels there, the D-Gen special. I'll take Athletics as well. And then it's my birthday today. We know the Yankees are going to win. I don't care that what's his name's on the mound, Rogers. So Yankees, Athletics, Angels, 3-teamer.
Here we go from Alessandro. I like the Athletics here. With the Blue Jays, and give me the under in high stakes poker tonight. Mariners and the Astros, high stakes poker, very conservative. Don't want to put too much in the pot, so I'll take the under there. All right, we got you through that. Now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment or our cappers to give it up. We did that, right? We just did that. We just did that one. Yes, we did. What am I saying here? So let's. I got to change my screen. So what I got to do here. All right, now it's time for our see what we have for sale over at Tony Spix. Head into a big weekend of action here with NFL, college football for this weekend, baseball. Still 2 more weekends left in regular season baseball before the postseason comes. But if you click the link in the description, you'll land right here on our handicapper page, TonySpix.com. Click the link in the description. Let's see what Rod has for sale right now over at Tony Spix. You can see Rod, a fantastic year. Rod, what you got for sale?
And hurry over to Tony Smith today. Hey, I've got one play so far up there. I'm going to put in a couple more. Just waiting on some totals, looking at some line movements. So I need a couple plays there, and then I'll have you a Steak Friday package up. But right now, got my MLB play of the day. Absolutely love that play up there for you today. Crushed it yesterday with the Brew Crew. Looking to continue to stay hot in the MLB as well over the last month. Man, we're up over 1,000 units. So finishing off the season strong, taking all that data that we've got in the MLB and putting it to good use, as they say, and finding some winners. So definitely staying hot in the baseball to finish off the year. I'll have a couple more plays there for you. One in the CFL, one in the WNBA. So momentarily that will come out as the Steak Friday pack. But hey, it's Friday, so your best way to go is to grab that 3-day pass. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've already got some Saturday thrown in. I've already got some Sunday NFL thrown in. That's the best way to go is long-term. Hey, take advantage 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. Here at Tony's Picks, can't go wrong with that, having a couple of cappers putting cash into your pocket. That way, if we find one of those late plays, hey, you're aboard. 10 minutes to 2 hours before tip-off, puck drop, kickoff. Hey, if a capper finds that late steam play and they put it in and you're aboard long-term, you get that email directly to you. That is the way to go here at Tony's Picks. So, hey, come aboard. Let's have a big weekend of winning together.
Big win with Rod. Long-term subscriptions. You guys love those long-term subscriptions here during the this time of the year with all the sports overlapping. Get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. We'll see what Sean has for sale. Sean is a unit leader over at Tony's Picks. 4,215 units of profit. Document over at Tony's Picks. Sean, what's for sale?
I got a little MLB 3-pack today, so go get that. And, of course, college and NFL football, multiple packs up for the weekend. There you go. That's it. That's what I got to say. You see, we're in the green. We're having a nice year, nice season, nice week, whatever the case may be. And let's keep it going. Not too bad. We're doing all right.
Green across the screen there for Sean. As you can see, 24/7/30 this year. So get on board with Sean over at Tony's Picks. We got a lot of packages up there from baseball to college football to NFL. Get them now from Sean. Of course, remember all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Consider long-term subscription instead of buying all these plays individually. You guys like that 3-day pass here on the weekend.
That's why I put all the packages up for. Usually I like wait a day to put up the other ones, for NFL instead of having so many up. I'm like, you know what? If someone sees there's 7 packages up for 3 days, you'd be more inclined to buy a 3-day pass or a weekly pass. I give a lot of games out.
A lot of games out there from Sean. You can also see here, you want to know the volume. Look at all the volume that's in there from Sean right now. A lot of plays from college football. Some of these aren't even in packages. So there you go. Obviously, the you get them early too. When you get the long-term subscriptions, you get early plays in there from Sean. So if you're looking for plays from college football and NFL early, we'll get that 7-pack because he'll have some early plays at the end of the week, at the end of the weekend. So there you go. Sean will keep you in action.
Already got week 4 NFL in there already.
Week 4 NFL already in there. So there you go. Get ahead of the line move. He got 10. He got 10 on that game yesterday. See that? That Bills game?
Still loser, but I don't mind, good or bad. Sometimes the number moves against you, but I just feel better being ahead of everybody else's thought process. I don't want other people influencing my thought. Right. You should have you like a game, that's it. You shouldn't be swayed after the fact. So that's
you got NFL in there already for next week for week 4?
I do, but not here. Not on the. I don't think I have it on this one.
Definitely don't have any week 4 NFL because I
other places have.
Let's not say that we do and we don't. So
you know what? I speak frankly. Sometimes when I do my write up, I say stuff because I just paste them across different channels, and I got to watch because. That's a good call.
We're at Tony's picks here today, so
I know. I'm talking in bulk. I shouldn't do that. You're right. I apologize for that.
Somebody might think they were looking for a week 4 in there. Hey, how come he said and it's not in there? So it's not in there yet.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you. You want to get down? I took the Pittsburgh Steelers. I grabbed them. Minus 120. They were like minus 1 or whatever at the time. They're in wherever they're playing, Ireland or Germany, wherever the hell they're playing in Europe against Minnesota.
I haven't looked at that
so,
one yet.
I think it's like a 1.5 now. I mean, whatever. Give me Pittsburgh. They're playing in New England this week. Then they're in Ireland. And then you got Minnesota going from Minnesota all the way to Ireland. And they're just a hot mess. Who knows how they're going to be with their quarterback change there. So I took Pittsburgh ahead early. And who was the other one I took? Oh, I took Baltimore minus 2.5 over Kansas City Sunday afternoon, minus 2.5 there. Actually, I did a minus 140 on the money line in that game.
There we go.
So those are my 2 early games. You get them for absolutely free here. Great. That's what I do. Just give out tons of free picks for you here. That win, by the way. Forget about the slow start of college football and NFL being 0-1. All the other sports here, big plus money, free picks. So take the 2 free premiums I just gave you and do something with it. Get that early. Don't wait till next week and you're like, oh, look at this. The line's 3. Well, Momo, I told you when it was 1.5 to take it.
There you go. There you go. So when the lines come out and Sean's in it early, get those long-term subscriptions there. They won't show up in packages if there's been line movement. So get on board with Sean over at Tony's Picks. Promo code Tony T at checkout knocks off that 15% off. Let's see. We lost Alessandro there. So we didn't get his play, but he's
having cake. He's over there. It's his birthday.
Yeah, his birthday. Got an early birthday.
Maybe somebody came in with a big surprise. It was like, surprise! And he's like,
He came in with breakfast in bed. He's got bacon and eggs coming and some hottie with double D's coming in.
There you go. There you go. She call it order the Chicky D's. There you go. All right. All right, guys. Check us out. Here, I've got a play up there right now from Major League Baseball and college football. Best bets will get up with me over at Tony's Picks. Remember the promo code Tony T at checkout. We'll save that 15% off. And, of course, match me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. That's the way to roll. Guys, with you here, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Tony's Picks Morning Show. Every day, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. Help us build up our viewership. It's always appreciated here when you do that. So, as I said, links in the description to get on over to our premium site for our best bets. And if you happen to miss any shows, well, just head on over to YouTube and check out our replays. We replay the show. It's archived here. When you go to our YouTube channel, type in Tony's Picks, hit the live tab. That's where you'll be able to watch a replay of our live show. And you can also get the happy hour. Rod hosts a happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. A lot of TBDs. We get those pitching changes, lineup changes, injuries, and more. Check out the happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Video tab, a lot of content up there. El Nino's with his dogs. He found 3 dogs today. Chris with his home run props. Yeah, I got some early NFL picks for you guys. You guys in the comments, can you give me stuff early? Okay, we found 3 for you early in the NFL, but I'll still have the deep dives for you Saturday night. I've got the college up there. All the college football, every game is up now for Saturday. Every game's up there, so check it out on the channel. You can watch these deep dive videos as I finish them. Deep dives in baseball, all 15 games. I must have shot 50 videos yesterday, last count. But anyway, we got them up there. 2-3 zone. Rod, Justin, and Ron Crawford there on the 2-3 zone. Check it out for the WNBA today. That's been a very popular video series. And, of course, if you got to have that overnight action, you need a rise in the morning from your betting account. Get on board with our man Ron Crawford with his KBO overnight selections. That one's released about 8 Eastern Time. So get that morning rise in your betting account from Ron Crawford. You guys finally got that joke. I've been saying it for about 5 days. Somebody finally got it. All right. Finally got the joke. All right.
He's already waking up. He's already up before me. He's like, hey, it's about time you got up.
I know. It's already there. All right. Rod, you got that. You've got a lot of great CFL report. And also, you've got your the content up there from the happy hour and the 2-3 zone. A lot of stuff up there.
My apologies. I thought the 2 games were on Saturday, and then they had 2 on Sunday. I didn't know both games were on the Friday. My apologies. Otherwise, that CFL zone would have been up. So I'll just have to cut off the ones for today and upload the 2 for Saturday. I thought the doubleheader was Saturday, 2 on Sunday, but it was today and tomorrow. My apologies there. Otherwise, that CFL would have been up for you guys. But tomorrow's will be up. And they tune into the happy hour as well, 5 p.m. Eastern. We got you covered. Any late info that comes down, if they decide to ship Bueller off to Siberia, hey, we'll let you know on the happy hour show if they ship him off, or if Tyler Molly gets 11 million again, because just don't see it. I don't see him get. If he gets 11 million somewhere, man, he'll be like, woo.
Bueller is the question. Yeah, Bueller is a $21 million a year guy. What will he get next year?
He's got to go to the bullpen. He's got to say, I want to be a bullpen guy, because no one's going to sign him as a starter. He's got to know that. He's not.
Yeah.
Right. He knows that. He's just he's attempted to. And he's just
Boston gave him $21 million. I don't know what they were thinking.
And how much? Oh, my goodness, Boston. And they're handing out money, right?
$21 million to Bueller. I don't understand that. I don't know. Of course, Sean, here in the mornings, and you pop occasionally on that happy hour.
Yeah, more morning guy. I like to try to power everything out. But listen, baseball playoffs coming. I'll pop in when there's afternoon games for sure.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Anybody have anything to say before we close it out?
Hey, make it a good day. Let's kick off the weekend strong, buddy.
Let's make it a winning weekend, guys. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys. Make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony's Morning.